Mate, they played Poland.
The Poles, they looked ill though, didn't they? I saw that. The Polish people in general, they look fairly ill. whoever they replaced, so they always looked as if they hadn't slept for 3 weeks.
They've had a tough time of it historically,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Maybe they've been watching the History Channel just before the game. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. What those Germans did to us. They realised, actually, we should be playing with the English.
Sean, if it was a choice, okay, between England winning the World Cup and Chelsea, your team, winning the European Championship, what would you go for?
Well, one that's not plausible, is it?
I think Chelsea are a good side.
Just literally no chance of England winning the World Cup.
You say that, but on the other side...
Yeah.
If it was a choice between England winning the World Cup and Leeds not being relegated again... Somebody's Googled football this week, haven't they?
Funny is now they're starting to reel out all the statistics, isn't it? Like, that England hasn't lost a football game in Brazil since 1972. Well, Germany hasn't lost a world war since 1945, but all amounts to very little.
These are all good stats. They're really getting me up for it. I think we're going to win.
I don't know an enormous amount about football, despite the fact that I've been talking so much during this section of the show. There's something about Hodgson. He doesn't necessarily have a great deal of, sort of confidence about him. He doesn't necessarily look confident. If your boiler stopped working and you sort of rang the yellow page and said, "Can someone mend the boiler?" and Roy Hodgson turned up at your door, you'd immediately think, well, he's not going to get it started, is he? Look at him.
Let's have a look at him. I mean, he looks fine, doesn't he? That fills me with confidence.
That's a man saying, "I don't know what's wrong with your boiler."
That's a man saying, has anyone seen my chin?
What I liked about the way the press are just desperate to get some kind of innuendo or pun on the word Brazilian. So they'll just, it's really like these headlines that grammatically don't work, like, let's get a Brazilian, because they know that the Brazilian means the waxing job, but it doesn't quite work. It should just go, we're in the World Cup, shave your pubes. There, we've said it. That's what we really want to talk about, you shaving your pubes. We know we're not going to win, so shave it off.
All right, let's have a look and see what's up there. Yes, this is the news that the England football team has won a short holiday in Brazil. So England beat Poland in the football, while Poland beat England in the putting up shelves and the child minding. Sean's team, what else are the nation been talking about this week?
They've sent Boris Johnson and George Osborne to China.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A trade trip, really, to encourage trade links.
Let's have a look at Boris Johnson in China. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's him at the Forbidden City.
They're not the ideal people, George Osborne and Boris Johnson, send out. I mean, normally when we want to get people interested in our country, we wheel out David Beckham, don't we, Prince William? We normally send them out. I mean, when I met Boris Johnson, it put me off living in London.
Kenny, what do you think of him?
I don't know, I'm in two minds. I'm obviously a Londoner in it.
Obviously, yeah.
That means he's my governor, he's my mayor. And personally, I like my politicians really, really dull.
Once bitten, twice shy, yeah.
I really like Boris.
You like Boris Johnson?
Yeah, I
Is it
do.
because he's got the same hair colour as you?
No, I just think he's really cute and I think he's really funny and I can see why they would send him over because he's kind of like, he probably charmed them because he's really funny.
But it's just, I just don't think he's not a serious person. He never commits to anything.
Well, there has been a lot of speculation over the last little while about him being the next leader of the Conservatives, and he was asked recently about his ambitions. Take a look.
Matthew Dancona's book, In It Together, he quotes a conversation between you and David Cameron, where on the night of your second victory over Livingston, you say to Cameron, "This is my last election, Dave. I want to go and earn some money."
I don't remember saying that.
David Cameron replies, apparently, "That's bollocks."
Is it bollocks? What, the whole story or what?
No, the idea that what you want to do when you leave the mayoralty of London is to go and make some money.
Well, I've just said it.
You
In
might
case
have
you weren't paying attention. But one thing I had thought of doing, perhaps in a completely vain and unrealistic way, was romantic fiction with those kind of glossy novels at airports with very embossed covers with pictures of orchids. That's I've adopted a pseudonym, so that you might, your hand might waver over the.
I tell you what, you're not going to make a fortune out of that, Boris.
There you go. All right.
But you have
try something else then. Something will crop up.
So that's why he's such a good politician, because that was a genuine question about, do you care about the city you're mayor of, or do you just want to be Prime Minister?
And what he said was something so stupid that nobody concentrates on what his answer is. Isn't it true that you killed 100 people last week for fun? Well, yes, but one day I might set up a clown company and call myself Titty McVitty.
Sending him to China on a trade mission and George Osborne is like sending Jedward to sort out Syria. The Chinese just looking at him thinking, well, why are you sending this idiot? Man that looks like he's just come around for a general anaesthetic.
Well, Boris Johnson and George Osborne visiting China is not one of the most talked about things. Right, what else does the nation be talking about? John, Alex, Henning.
There's a new show on telly, Jimmy, called The X Factor. I watched it until the judges' houses this year, and I thought I'd give it a go. And then they sent Paul home, and Louis might as well just gone, oh, well, I've heard y'all sing, but I'm going to pick the youngest and the one still going on the posters there on the bedroom walls. It's absolute bullshit that Paul went home, and that's my serious answer. I think Paul had the best voice in the competition. They told him that in the first round, and now what they're going to do is go, oh, come back next year, and I hope he does with an Uzi.
So the X Factor live show started last week. Should we take a look at one of the performances? This is Shelley Smith.
But the secret is still my own. Oh, my love for you is still unknown. Unknown. Till now, always been my own. I never really cared till I met you. And now it's just me too long. How do I get you
What do you think, Sean?
Well, I think she'd make a very good prison guard. She's got up there, you could see her on the corner of a prison camp, singing, you know, about her dreams and everything, but also keeping a good eye on the exercise yard with an M16.
Helen, who's your favourite judge? Who do you like?
Favourite judge?
Favourite judge?
Nobody's got a favourite judge.
Oh, probably Justice Edie.
Yeah.
On the X Factor. Who's your favourite judge on the X Factor?
Yeah.
I think Nicole does a really good job, and also she's amazing.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's definitely got something.
yeah, I like Nicole. And they brought Sharon Osbourne back, which is
I know,
like
from the dead, by the looks of it. It's a medical miracle that I've got her.
They got a wind cannon just aimed at her.
Henny, do you watch X Factor?
No, I must admit I haven't watched it. Strange concept, isn't it, going on a reality TV show? Because the people essentially, what they end up with, they end in a situation where they'll be temporarily too well known to take public transport, and because it's unwaged, they're still too poor to travel by cab. And that is the real sob story for me in that whole context.
Well, a leading psychologist this week claims the X Factor producers are deliberately creating cruel twists because viewers have become immune to sob stories.
I'm bored of them. I mean, what sort of person uses a sob story to get on television and become famous?
I'm not sure whether you're allowed to say disability. It's a sob story, isn't it?
Paralympic legacy, mate. Do a bit of sport, now we're everywhere.
Let's have a look and see if the X Factor's up there. Yes, the X Factor live finals have started. Lorna Simpson claims she was voted off X Factor because of a fix. Yes, Lorna, God fixed it by giving you an average voice and a shit personality. OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing still to get. What do you think, Sean?
The Andrew Mitchell thing. That's what people have been talking about. The disbelief, the incredulity of the whole nation that the police might have made something up. That story. There's ice cream men just stopping, switching off the machine, just going, what's the point of selling ice cream in a world where policemen make things up?
So last September, Andrew Mitchell was accused of swearing at the police and calling officers plebs when they wouldn't let him ride his bike through the main gates at Downing Street. He denied calling them plebs.
The worst thing about it is obviously he's coming out of it all right now, whereas he's a massive knob.
He's, well, Andrew Mitchell has nicknamed himself Big Swinging Dick.
I'd love to have a nickname like that.
That's not going to happen.
I was called Cocknose at university because I had a nose, well, shaped like a cock.
Firstly, your cock is a weird shape.
What do you call it when a scandal becomes a scandal? Because it was Plebgate, so now it's Plebgate Gate. Plebgate itself has become a scandal because if it happened in Harrogate, it would have been Harrogate.
In the end of the day, we're discussing now a story that exactly nobody knows anything about because, well, first the police said that's happened, so he swore, and then it turns out no, he didn't. Apparently they said there was loads of onlookers, then there was nobody standing there. Well, you can't really trust the police, can you? And then somebody else goes, yeah, but that Mitchell fella used to be an investment banker, you can't trust him either, can you? And then everybody goes, well, who can you trust? Let's go to church on Sunday.
I'm confused. I've not felt this way since I watched Inception. I'm gone. I don't know what's happening. Let's see if it's up there. Yes, the Floodgate row has intensified this week. Angela Mitchell's always disputed the police's version of events, saying, I 100% deny calling those pricks plebs. OK, at the end of that round, Sean, Miles and Helen have 1 point. John, Alex and Henning have 2 points. That's it for part one. See you after the break. Welcome back to Layouts and Cats. Our next round is Pick of the Poll. OK, Wilson. What's that look off?
Oh, it's Yasser Arafat.
Yasser Arafat there.
So I can't really see the monitor very well. I just assumed he was there.
Simon Cowell. The picture of Simon Cowell taking a picture of himself.
OK, you've chosen the selfie there. A recent survey revealed that British people take 35 million selfies a month. So we asked our studio audience, do people take too many pictures of themselves? Yes or no?
I would say no.
Are you aware of how many pictures you take of yourself in the average week?
Well, all girls do my age, like, you know, when you're going out, before you go out, you take lots of pictures and stuff. I mean, if I look at Instagram, I can look at my account, and there's loads of all my friends, and there's loads of things, and everyone's got selfies.
Let's have a look at some of the pictures of you recently. Have you put on weight since I was taken?
There's an art to it!
Do you take many pictures of yourself, Miles?
I've knocked a few out.
Miles, 1 in 8 people admit to taking sexy selfies.
Yeah?
Are you one of those?
Listen, if it comes out sexy, it comes out sexy. I just think of the photos.
Yeah. John, you took a selfie this week. Can you talk me through what was going on there? I mean,
This week.
so what happened?
That was my New Year's party. I had a beard, and I decided that throughout the evening I would shave the beard off in instalments. It was a little treat for my guests. That was the penultimate stage, and they call that the monkey tail beard. And it looks like a monkey tail.
Oh, yeah. We've got one of your selfies. Don't worry about that. What? We've got a selfie of you. Let's have a look. What was that for?
It was for, I did like a documentary on weight loss. So it was to illustrate my weight loss, and also the last one to send to a couple of people, you know what I mean?
Really good.
Oh, thank you. You can follow me on Instagram if you like. I already follow you.
I'll call you back.
Brilliant.
Okay, so do people take too many pictures of themselves? What do you think our audience thought? Yes or no, John?
But we have to define what is too many.
A lot.
I'm going to go, yeah.
You're going, yeah. Okay, what are you going for?
Well, too many. Well, it's a very interesting question that Henning has raised. Too many. Because too many would suggest it's actually causing a problem. That there are consequences to this, the amount of photographs that have been created. And I can't equivocally say that the consequences of the amount of photographs that have been produced has a negative impact on the well-being of the nation. So I don't think I'll feel comfortable saying, yes, too many have been taken. Does anyone want anything from the shops?
Helen, let's go to you. Do people take too many selfies?
It's not like an amount, it's a no.
I can tell you the answer is yes. 79% of our student audience think people do take too many pictures of themselves. 25% of people have dirty photos on their phones. Helen Flanagan has literally hundreds of absolutely filthy photos on her mobile. I know, because I sent them to her. And the winner is the name of our final round. And here is your question. Worst thing about camping? What do you think, Sean?
You can't pretend.